Today I'll be looking at a 1981 Alfa Romeo Spider Veloce. My name is Mike Thacker. I work in sales here at Unibody Motors. And you can see this car at 5636 South Tacoma Way in Tacoma, Washington. This is one of the rare times when I have two Alfa Romeos in here. Besides this 81, I've got a 1982 in orange. If you were to look at each side by side and compare them, you wouldn't notice much difference in the body. You wouldn't notice much difference in the interior trim. The key difference is going to be under the hood. And that key difference is in the fuel injection system. The 1981 model uses a mechanical fuel injection, and in 1982 the system was switched to the Bosch brand electronic fuel injection. Now, there's many people that would say the Bosch system would seem to require less maintenance, maybe more reliable. But this mechanical system had served this car for many years and works just fine. I think the key is to find a mechanic that knows these cars. I don't mean a mechanic that works sometimes on Mazdas, the other days he's working on Lexus, and then Fridays he's working on Alfas. I mean finding somebody who really knows and likes the mark. And the way that could be accomplished would be to call a local Alfa Romeo club. These are guys that are really interested in keeping these cars on the road. So they're going to steer you to the mechanic that is best suited to keep your car in top condition. One of the interesting things about this car, and it was produced from 1967 to 1993, is the engine itself. The car weighing about 2,500 pounds, 2,500 and some change. One of the ways that the weight was able to be kept at a reasonably low number was by reducing the weight of the engine. Where a lot of conventional cars would use a cast iron block, Alfa uses an aluminum block with an aluminum head. When you put these twin cams on top of the engine, you're going to get a reduction in weight there as opposed to an internal camshaft which has the longer push rods and extra bits and pieces in order to move the valves. Neither the twin cam or the fuel injection is new. These are systems that go back to really the first part of the 20th century, and the fuel injection even goes prior to 1900. Alfa started building cars in 1910. This car was produced from 1966 to 1993, and very little was changed during that period in terms of the styling of the body. The one major style difference is in the back here. The earlier models, the 60s models, are the ones that the collectors prefer. It has something to do with the tapering of the back, where it would come to almost an arrowhead shape. Some people have called it boat tail. This style, where the back is basically just vertically cut, they call this the cam back, K-A-M-M. But one of the improvements by reworking this back is that you get more trunk space. In the front, very little difference from the earlier models. Of course, by the 70s and into the 80s and 90s, they were using these rubber bumpers. Like all manufacturers, Alfa had to satisfy the government regulations, particularly the government of the United States. We had regulations regarding the 5-mile-per-hour bumper crash test. They wanted these cars to get better gas mileage. That's when it switched from a carbureted engine to a fuel injection engine. You're better able to regulate your fuel and air mixture. I had mentioned the model as a Veloce. That's basically translated from the Italian to fast, but it was also a designation for the model that had most of the options that people seek in a car like this. Especially if you're buying a used one, you might want to try to find the most fully optioned car. The price is definitely right once these cars get up in age a little bit. The Veloce came with leather seats, a canvas top. You get a console, wood steering wheel, power windows, carpet. On the door panels here, each side has a little pocket right here. There's not much to dropping the top on this. There's actually just a latch on each side above the visor. And it's just a matter of just flipping the latch, and then you grab the center handle, raise it up, drop it back. It falls in an instant. It's a one-person operation, really. Same way when you're bringing it back up. It's very lightweight. I've got this priced on the windshield at $89.99, but I want to point out that this is not being represented as a classic car. This is the rate. What the dealer books would show is a rate for a used car, and this would be on the low end of the scale. And the price, I was told this morning, can be dropped down another $1,000. Now, if this car were something that had some major restoration work, or was just, let's just say it was a car that had been maintained in stock condition over the years, we're probably looking at a price in the $16,000 plus range. Something that has been completely refinished, now we're talking closer to $30,000. So when I say that I can sell this car for less than $8,000, you really have a great chance to get in here and get something that you can start up and drive right now and head up to Mount Rainier, and you're going to get a very sophisticated mechanicals and sophisticated styling for a very reasonable price. And I should bring to mind that we do have a way to finance this car. So whether you're paying cash, whether you're bringing in a trade, maybe you'd like an investment plan, to use another word, finance, investment. This is something that I can arrange, and right here at this office. You can see still pictures of this car on the Sabetti Motors website. That's www.sabettymotors.com. You can contact me directly by my phone number, 253-752-9494, or text. Again, we're looking at a 1981 Alfa Romeo Spider Veloce, 2-liter twin cam, approximately 118 horsepower. You get 4-wheel disc brakes. Gas mileage somewhere in the around 20 combined. If you need a comparative quote for insurance, I can arrange that also. Again, my name is Mike Thacker. You may call or text me. It's 253-752-9494. I'd welcome the chance to work with you. Thanks.